past 6 months have been nothing short of intense. My life has changed completely, hence my long-term hiatus from YouTube. I want to come back and give my best self to you, and that's what I'm here to do today. So thank you for joining me. It's been up and down lately, mostly down, but with some really powerful ups. I recently moved into my new apartment with my boyfriend Jack, and we are so incredibly happy with this place and where we are at. It's such a beautiful thing to experience. Our last apartment held a lot of negative and painful memories. Being able to let that go has just been incredibly healing for the both of us. So let's back things up to January of 2022. I had a life-changing surgery that saved my physical health from deteriorating any further. I was very sick for so many months, from September to in January when I got my surgery, and thankfully I was able to get that surgery, and it gave me so many new physical abilities. In January, I also decided to go back to therapy to work on healing my trauma. I was diagnosed with PTSD. I've been working endlessly to carve a better path for my healing journey with my trauma. And maybe I can dive more into this down the line, but for now, let's move on and discuss February. February was a month filled with incredible memories and moments spent with friends. I was able to let go a lot more than I ever have before and just kind of have fun and experience life, which is something, like I said, I've never exhausted myself the space for in the past. March was complicated and painful. Someone in my life passed away tragically and very, very unexpectedly. My heart breaks every single day for this person, and I try my best to honor his memory in everything I do, but it can be really hard and really overwhelming, and I plan to explore my experience with grief and death on this channel a lot more in the future, so definitely stick around for that. In March, I also began experiencing the beginning of a major career crisis, and a lot of what I've experienced in my current career hasn't been the most positive. So I was really able to connect with some other aspects of my life that drew me in other directions, and more so away from the beauty industry in a lot of ways. And this is the time frame where I kind of gave up on my YouTube channel, where I stopped posting consistently and stopped being inspired. But now that I have more of a direction with my life and what I want for myself, I am here to stay on my channel. I also had an existential crisis, and not the kind that you may joke about with your friends during a casual conversation, but the kind where you recognize how truly fragile life is and how at any moment it could be taken away. I realize how absurd the world around all of us is, and how much we ultimately don't matter in the grand scheme of the universe. It terrified me to my core, but that pushed me to learn more about authenticity and what it means to be, well, human. March was pivotal and changed me completely, and I really could never go back to the person that I was before March of 2022. It was that impactful and life-changing, and it's an experience that's just irreversible. April and May were both experienced as the aftermath of this existential crisis, and they were months of healing, forgiveness, and acceptance of the reality of human existence. I remind myself daily that I am here now. I may not be here a minute from now, but I am here now, and that in itself is worth something. As for June, I studied a lot. I read so many books and pushed myself beyond where I ever thought I could go. I realized that I'm a natural thinker and I have a deep curiosity for the world that deserves to be tapped into, even for my own selfish desire. I have been writing a lot of my experiences and have been making attempts at writing some sort of book. We'll see if I ever finish that up. I've been looking into graduate programs here in New York City, and I'm going to study philosophy and potentially have a focus in aesthetics, but I'm still deciding. As for my channel, I am here and more present than ever. I want to share my life with you in a more authentic way than I have before. I want to grow together and build this community of inspired artists and thinkers. Mostly, I want to be here for you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.